Hello, I'm Amanda Dreyer, and it's my pleasure to present my business plan for a new startup for the Black Hills area for a roller skating rink. And the name of our roller skating rink is called Rapid Rockin Roll. And Rapid Rockin Roll is a state-of-the-art roller skating rink that will offer the Black Hills area's patrons an indoor physical recreational facility that will provide year-round healthy, fun, and entertaining activities for all ages. Year-round, our rink will offer open skate, inline and roller skating events, skate competitions, and roller hockey leagues for youths. We will have private and group lessons available. We will have an amazing arcade game center. We will have a food and snack bar, and we will do event hosting for group or private occasions. This will be a family-owned and operated business with a four-way partnership between me, my parents, Dan and Char Wager, and my sister, Chandra Shoney. We plan on making capital investments and splitting ownership while mutually caring for the daily operations with some external employees for various other responsibilities. This is Rapid Rockin Roll's business mission. Rapid Rockin Roll takes great pride in being the Black Hills' only 5-star roller skating and entertainment destination. We promise to provide our patrons with a rockin' good time in a fun, safe atmosphere that facilitates healthy activity where positive customer experience and safety are a top priority. Next, let's talk about our business description. Rapid Rockin Roll is a roller skating arena that includes an arcade with a prize counter and an exceptional private loft-style party clubhouse that overlooks the entire arena. Additionally, our facility will include food concessions, ticket booths, a skate rental counter, dining area, and seating for 100 with a built-in bench surrounding half the skate arena. The 60,000 square foot facility will utilize the most high-tech sound and lighting equipment combined with a customer and staff-friendly layout to emphasize safety and organization in a dynamically stimulating environment. The outer perimeter facing the front of the facility will consist of a paved parking area correlated to half capacity of the building. The facility's max capacity for county fire and safety codes is 225. There will be a four-way family partnership between my parents, Dan and Char Wager, my sister Chandra, and me. And us four plan on making personal investments, sharing ownership, and caring for the daily operations with the help of a small hired staff. Our total costs for starting Rapid Rockin Roll total $863,352. Personal investments contributed by 4 owners total $430,000, so this means a loan of $433,352 is required for the development of our business venture. Here's a little bit about our market summary. Roller skating has been a historical, iconic American culture, sport, and recreational activity for over 100 years. Next, I'm going to talk about our market summary. Roller skating has been a historical, iconic American culture, sport, and recreational activity for over 100 years. The 1970s experienced a massive roller skating craze, and although skating enthusiasm has declined over the decades, it remains an entertainment preference and is often chosen over dancing and other types of entertainment for people of all ages. In the 1990s, Rapid Skate served the local area's skate enthusiasts for over a decade. However, the facility was old and dilapidated, but it still consistently attracted a large customer base because it was the only roller skating rink in Rapid City. Rapid City has not had another roller skating rink for nearly 20 years. It is our objective to rejuvenate the local skating market by creating a brand new, highly attractive, modern skating arena incomparable to any other in the country. Skating is an activity that has great market potential. Our community's youth are lacking choices for evening entertainment with friends. We intend to provide an option that will meet the need for a safe, well-supervised facility with impeccable ability to provide high-level entertainment. With no real direct competition, we anticipate large market share, and we have intent to market to family and youth market segments, including school groups and other civic organizations. Our target market analysis indicates recreational consumers in our target market segments are looking for modern facilities, quality customer services, and a way to engage in safe, wholesome, family-oriented activity. Consumers are more likely to engage in an activity if we strive to ensure their enjoyment in a safe, modern, and stimulating facility. The segmented target market for our services will focus primarily on families and youths ages 5 through 18. During the weekday mornings, when school is in attendance, we will experience a significant decline in customer traffic. So to offset this decline, we will host various events like inline skate competitions, inline hockey leagues, private and group lessons, and we plan to offer educational districts and church youth or other youth organizations incentives and encouragement towards educational or other goals. Open skate is for everyone, which will be from Thursday through Sunday evenings during the winter only to balance our operating costs during these projected minimal business traffic times. The weekdays and summer break will bring in large crowds and scheduled groups for parties. During the summer, open skate will be available 7 days per week, and during the evenings and afternoon hours will be for 6 days per week. Rapid Rockin Roll will launch a grand opening marketing campaign that will include direct mail, radio, social media, and a website appealing to customers looking for exceptionally fun, safe, and affordable recreational alternatives. With our initial advertising campaign, we will emphasize encouragement to rebuild recreational skating enthusiasm. This, combined with consistent exceptional service, should result in an immediate market share increasing annually at a minimum rate of 10% for the next 5 years. But we are confident that the turnout will be much greater than we anticipate. Since I myself am capable of creating and designing the website and other marketing materials, we expect to have a very minimal expenses for our promotional assets. The location for Rapid Rockin Roll will be 816 East Mall Drive off of North LaCrosse Street in the Northern Business District of Rapid City. The Rushmore Mall attracts consumers from the greater county area, which will help drive target customers to our business considering that it's within walking distance. The location is very convenient for locals and sets right off the I-90 interstate, which makes it a prime location to attract tourists and gain notoriety. Being brightly lit in a well-known, convenient, safe, high-traffic area of the city will make each customer feel comfortable and will help to ensure the greater county area and those unfamiliar with the area have ease of access to our facility. This commercial lot is 215,000 square feet. A total of 175,000 square feet is required, with 60,000 square feet for the actual building, and the remaining 115,000 square feet are going to be used for parking. There are a lot of opportunities for our business in the area, and the Black Hills recreational consumer currently has limited options for engaging in fun sport activities that are available all year during all weather conditions. The area's youth currently lack a fun, safe facility where they can spend free time outside of school with friends. With only 2 other direct competitors offering similar services with limited availability, our business is in a unique position to capitalize from differentiating ourselves from other recreational alternatives to the entire market. The modern facility, with a VIP rentable party room overlooking the entire arena, will be available to any group for receptions and celebrations. We will be actively engaged in community action programs and offer unique opportunities to church youth groups, schools, and civic or community youth organizations We will be offering special incentives for our community's youth to encourage and motivate them towards successful completion of educational or other goals. We plan to host fundraising events as part of a consistent public relations plan to foster community involvement, community approval, and positive long-term relationships. These are opportunities we plan to take full advantage of that will develop and maintain the mission and main objectives Rapid Rockin Roll is committed to, which is the focus of excellence. Now I'm going to talk about the area's competition for our business. Roller skating has an open, untouched market in the Black Hills area. We have limited direct competition. There are no other roller skating rinks in the immediate vicinity. The closest roller skating rink is in Aberdeen, South Dakota. There are 2 ice skating rinks in Rapid City. One is at Main Street Square, and the other one is at Roosevelt Ice Arena. However, we feel this competition is seasonal and offset given that Main Street Square is open only during the winter and Roosevelt offers minimal open skate hours during only certain days of the week. Other indirect competition includes the local movie theaters, maybe Chuck E. Cheese, parks, water parks, and bowling alleys. Even though we do not have any direct competition, we will need to gain popularity through a well-executed marketing plan because recreational consumers do have alternative forms of entertainment. We are confident that with an untapped market, these competitors will not compare with the unique services of Rapid Rockin Roll. These are some of our goals and objectives for Rapid Rockin Roll. Rapid Rockin Roll would like to see first-year sales at over $300,000, with a minimum 10% increase for our second year. Our objectives include sales increasing to almost $500,000 by the third year and subsequently maintaining gross margin above 88%, with our profit margin increasing to 10% by the second year, with another 6% increase for our third year. We anticipate an immediate 70% market share with a minimum of a 13% subsequent increase realized through customer service to increase customer approval. We will launch a grand opening advertising plan including a website, direct mail, social media, and local radio spots to capture our market. Our advertisements will be geared towards increasing website traffic and increasing interest in recreational roller skating, highlighting our modern, safe facility that caters to individual and group entertainment. Our main goals relate to sustaining business relationships through well-developed business fundamentals and concepts aimed at serving customers and the community with consistent integrity to build a notable business brand that will grow and thrive for decades in the future. Now I would like to introduce you to our team. Rapid Rockin Roll will be a family-owned and operated LLC with equal ownership rights between the 4 family members. My parents, Dan and Char Wager, have over 10 years of previous business ownership experience as co-franchisees of Domino's Pizza. Dan Wager will oversee the maintenance of all the equipment and participate in supervisory management of the employees. As the contributor with the majority investor shares, Dan will be the majority owner and president of Rapid Rockin Roll. Char Wager will manage event planning and work in conjunction with other managers and employees to coordinate the facility's skate competitions, promotions, and private parties. Char will also serve as the mediator in the family for business communications and will set up regular company meetings to discuss operations, plans, and strategy. Chandra Shoney has 6 years of experience as previous co-owner of a recreational center of a similar nature. Chandra Shoney will be the head manager of public relations and employees. She will work directly with the community and our employees to ensure the promotion of a positive company image with the responsibility to ensure all company policies and teamwork initiatives are being implemented for the greatest benefit of all company stakeholders. Chandra will also be the manager of employee evaluations, employee performance, and subordination procedures. I have my associate's degree in business management and marketing, and I will be the manager of finances, accounting, and advertising. Since I can design our promotional assets and maintain our financial records, this will help keep those costs minimal. The 4 owners will all share a role in the daily operations by being on duty full-time. We will hire a team of outside employees to staff the concessions, the arcade, ticket booth. We will hire a DJ and for other caretaking of the facility. As a team of owners with a combined 30 years of experience and education, we feel we are well equipped to develop, manage, and grow a thriving business in the local economy. With such dedicated ownership, management, and a well-trained staff, Rapid Rockin Roll will be well prepared to deliver excellent customer service with well-working business operations for continued growth. Next, I'm going to talk about our pricing model and pricing strategy. What we did was we researched prices for other roller skating rinks in the nation and in the state, and we decided to set our prices just a few dollars higher than theirs, since our facility is going to be such a modern and very entertaining, fun place to go. We think it's going to be a big hit in the area, so we feel that our prices are reasonable and very affordable. What we have is admissions for ages 14 and up are going to cost $17. Admissions for ages 7 through 13 are going to cost $14. And for ages 6 and under, it's only going to be $10 for admissions. And skate rentals are going to be available. Adult skate rentals are going to cost $2. And youths ages 14 and under will only be $1 to rent the skates. We will offer the group and private lessons. And group lessons are going to be $20 per hour for 8 sessions. And our private lessons are going to be $30 per hour for 8 sessions. Our party room rentals, party packages are going to be available, which will include admissions, skates, and a 3-hour party room occupancy for all members in that party. Optional catering services are going to be available at an additional cost. Special discounts will be offered to school and church youth groups. So what we have is groups under 10, uncatered, are going to cost $200. Groups under 10 that are catered are going to cost $250. Groups 10 through 20 uncatered are going to cost $275. And groups 10 through 20 that are catered are going to be $340. Our arcade, it's going to be massive. It's going to be really cool. It's going to have the latest games. We're just going to use standard token prices. And so 10 tokens are going to cost $5. And 20 tokens are going to cost $10. Next, let's take a look at our sales forecast. We used very conservative figures for our sales forecasting because it's better to be safe than sorry. But we do anticipate the turnout to be much greater than that, since our facility is going to be it's going to be the next big thing in Rapid City. It's going to be very cool. So, but we just wanted to use these conservative numbers so that way we were sure that we were going to be safe and in the clear with all of our figures here. So what we have is admissions. We're looking at that 10% increase and just over $230,000 for year 3. We have our skate rentals listed, our concessions, and basically we just made assumptions that each person who visited the facility would spend a minimum of about $6 on concessions during their visit. The arcade, we expect a great turnout from that. It's going to be a super cool arcade. So we're looking at almost $50,000 for year 3 on sales for that. Our party room rentals, again, we were very conservative here. So we expect it to be much greater than this, but we're looking at around $60,000 by year 3. The lessons, we weren't really sure about the assumptions for the lessons, so we just used pretty low numbers for that. We weren't sure exactly what the market is for that kind of service in the area. So we have our cost of sales listed, and it's not too much. It's about supplies cost we assumed was about 4% of sales, and concession costs we ran assumptions at about 7% of sales. So we were looking at the cost of goods at around $34,000, $42,000, and $52,000 for year 3. So everything's looking pretty good so far. Next, we have our resource requirements listed. So we're going to start off with looking a little bit about how much our personnel is going to cost. And the employee plan reflects the need to keep our staff at an efficient number of no more than 10 employees. Our total employment may need to increase the second year depending on the amount of business that we get. So we have all the 4 owners are at just an average pay scale. We have our part-time employees here. We have 3 of those listed and 3 other full-time employees. So our total payroll isn't too bad. It's only around $200,000. So it's not too bad. It's not going to cost us too much for that. Other resource requirements, our building resources, we're looking at the land is priced at $406,000. Building contractors, we have $337,000 for that price estimate. Permits are going to cost us $2,660. Installations for fixtures and other things, other contractors are going to be $4,880, which leaves us at a total building cost of $750,540. We did pricing estimates for our technical equipment. Our sound equipment is going to cost roughly $15,800. Our lighting equipment, that's going to be a little over $14,000. Our kitchen equipment, it's going to be about $17,000. And our POS system, this is an exact number, is $6,600 for that. Our arcade is going to be $18,600 for all of the games and equipment we need for that. So our total tech equipment cost is $72,400. Our service supplies are going to include some skates. So we got those priced out at $5,000. Food vendors, we got our food costs at $21,921 for the first year. And our supplies, looks like we have, like I said, a supplies cost is 4% of sales. So we have $12,526 for that. And our total service supplies cost is almost about $40,000. And our promotional expenses, like I said, I'm going to be doing a lot of that myself since I know how to design advertisements. I can design the website myself. So our cost for promotional and marketing is going to be very minimal. So we just have pricing for the radio spots and the mail materials to send out direct mail pieces. So our total promotional cost is only going to be about $840 per year. We don't really expect that to increase very much. And this leaves us with our total startup costs at $863,352. Next, we're going to take a look at our break-even analysis. And it looks like our monthly revenue break-even is going to be just over $24,000. And these are based on our assumptions that average percent variable cost of 11% and a monthly fixed cost, and this is estimated, is $21,535. So we figured the monthly customers required to break even is going to be $895, which I'm sure we'll have no problem meeting that number of customers in the first year. Next, we're going to look at our financial plan. The sales are looking really good. For year 1, we got $313,170. Year 2, it looks like we're looking at least an 8% increase at $388,000. And year 3, we're looking at almost $500,000 like we predicted. And like I said, that's also based on very conservative numbers just to be on the safe side. Our gross margin is really good. It's at 89% for all 3 years. Like I said, we don't have much Payroll, we're not expecting to take a lot out of the business. We just want a minimal pay for this. We're more interested in putting money back into the business to make sure that it's successful. We got our utilities, insurance, payroll, taxes at very accurate numbers for those. Total operating expenses are pretty minimal, I mean, in comparison. So everything's looking real good there. Our profit before interest and taxes, in the first year, it's not a big, huge profit, but at least we're in the plus. So that's always good. And interest expense, we got the 7% interest is what we assumed for that loan on that money. So we put in the 20 grand for that. The taxes are going to be based on the tiered taxing, basic tax laws. So our net profit for year one is $17,253. We're looking at 59 grand for the second year and 100,000 in net profit for year three. Pro forma cash flow statement. All of our expenditures are listed. You can see our minimal marketing expenses. All these other numbers are pretty accurate figures, but we just use the conservative numbers for our sales and other things like that. Total cash spent, we got $290,000 for year one, $323,000 for year two, $360,000 for year three. So we're looking at positive cash balances for all 3 years. They go up considerably through the years, and we plan on using most of that just to put back into the business. So we'll just have those as retained earnings. Next, we got our projected balance sheet. As you can see, our total current assets, we have listed in there all of our long-term assets, our gross fixed assets, which is our building, and liabilities. We put in the short-term liability expense for the loan, which is all the liabilities. We don't plan on using any kind of line of credit other than just that loan, and we're going to finance all of everything that our expenses and everything that we need for our startup for the first year. So we have that in there, and just a little bit of extra accrued expenses. Let's see here. So what we're looking at is total ownership equities, 453,000, 495,000, and 536,000 in year three. We have a continued ratio analysis next to look at. We did this so we could compare our ratios with the industry profile to make sure if we fail in any area, we can always go back and reevaluate our business model and do things differently to make sure that we're not failing in any particular category. But as you can see, all of our ratio and everything's looking really good, and we're above the industry profile in almost every aspect. Everything's looking really good. Our net worth is at over 50%, so we're right up there, right above the rest of the industry profile. Gross margin is really great. That's 89%. And everything is really good. We have our current ratio. It shows that, we're able to pay off everything. Our liabilities don't exceed our assets or anything like that. Our quick ratio is looking really good. So our sales and net worth, everything is looking really good for our business plan. So I'm really positive about it has such a potential in this area, and I think that the turnout is going to be a lot better than what we anticipate. And I really appreciate your time for listening to my presentation for Rapid Rockin Roll. We hope that you enjoy looking at our fundamental concepts for our ratios and everything else that's in there. And we hope you have a great rest of your day. Thank you.